Hey friends, so I wanted to respond to this comment because this is something that I see all the time in practice. And I want to tell you guys a little bit of a story about my journey with allergies, both with myself and with my dog. So first of all, when I started really working on trying to heal my dog, backstory really quick, when he was 2 years old, he was a lab, used to get sick all the time because he got into the garbage all the time. And when he was 2 years old, he started having diarrhea that we could not get under control for 2 years. And so when we finally did figure his body out, it took a little bit of a healing time. I'm going to come back to this. But I want to tell you my side of the story too, because me and him were kind of doing this at the same time. So when I was learning a lot of this stuff about health, I was getting what we later discovered were hives on my body. And so the dermatologist sent me to go get an allergy test. The allergy test, they did the one on the back where they have to like poke your skin and put the stuff on it, right? They did the allergy test and I literally tested positive for every single thing that they tested me for. Every single thing. The entire state of Utah, because I was in Utah when they did this. Born and raised in Utah, so like not new to this climate, right? Every food they tested me for, I tested positive for every single thing. That's not actually possible. But the way this works is that if your body is full of inflammation, you're gonna be overreactive to things. If you picture your body as a bucket and all the things that you're allergic to are in there causing inflammation, causing irritation, at some point that bucket's going to become so full that anything new that gets added to the bucket that could cause inflammation, even if you're not technically reactive to it, if it causes any inflammation at all, it's just going to send your body over the edge. Long story short, I ended up in the ER that night with an anaphylactic reaction from the actual testing of the allergies because my body was so inflamed that it couldn't handle any extra stimulation after I tested positive for all of it. What this means is that if our body is that inflamed, you're gonna test positive to everything because your body's just so reactive, it's reacting to everything. With my dog, when we started to figure this out, it took me a year before he stopped reacting to everything under the frickin' sun. Didn't matter what kind of food I gave him, it didn't matter what kind of treats or supplements or anything I gave him, he was reacting to everything. Long story short, fast forward a year, I could give him anything except the actual trigger, which for him was wheat, for me is wheat and dairy, and he didn't react to anything. He would still react to those because there was a true allergy, but he wouldn't react to anything else. If they had re-allergy tested me, a year later, I wouldn't have reacted to almost any of that stuff. So that's the problem with allergy testing is we allergy test when there's inflammation because that's when we're having problems. But if we have that much inflammation in our bodies, we're going to react to everything, whether we're allergic to it or not, and then we can't tell what we're allergic to, which is why allergy tests are not really very accurate. I'm sorry to say that because I know you just spent a ton of money doing this, but your dog's not probably allergic to all of that stuff. Probably.